Hello, my friends on LinkedIn and YouTube. As you know, we are waiting for StreamYard to connect into my free group. And I think I see that we are live in my free Facebook group. Quick plug for my free Facebook group, by the way. It's called Be a Confident Entrepreneur. Get visible, grow your email list and your income. If you're not in the group, you really need to be in the group. It's an amazing place to be. And I'm going to go ahead and kick off the comments there. If you are joining me live on YouTube or LinkedIn, would you say something in the comments? That would be amazing. All right, let me get started. Happy Friday Eve day to everybody. You guys know every week I'm live Thursday at 11:30 on LinkedIn, YouTube, and my free Facebook group, and I'm using StreamYard to get us there. It's amazing. So today, what are we going to talk about? If you believe that you have to be on every social media platform to have success, do you believe that? Let me know in the comments. If you believe that, you're going to want to hang out with me. And the good news is this live training is going to be short and sweet, primarily because I traveled last week and I'm still trying to get myself together. I think I need to go locate my brain. It must have gotten lost in the luggage. But first, just in case we are brand new to each other and we've never met before, I am Tracy Beavers. I'm an award-winning business and sales coach with over 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth. And about 7 years ago, I became finally fed up with my corporate career, and I hatched a plan to fully exit. So I started building my online business that you see today back then. And it took me about a year and a half or so to be able to fully exit corporate. But once I did, in my second full year of business, I busted through the six-figure ceiling and I haven't looked back. And I don't share that with you to brag. I share that with you if you are listening to this sitting in a cubicle in a job that feels like a jacket that is 2 sizes too small, and you have a dream you want to chase. I want you to know you can do it. Or maybe you've ditched the cubicle already and you're just wondering, when is this business going to grow? When am I going to make some money? I say that to inspire you. If I can do it, you can do it too. You can build a business just like I have. I teach all organic visibility and list growth strategies, and I've coached hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you to grow your visibility, grow your email list to get that consistent monthly income that you want. And the strategies that I teach for list growth are fresh. They're not the same old tired list growth strategies you've heard before. I get your list growth happening automatically every day in the background of your business without paid ads or creating yet another free lead magnet. All right, my friends, as I go along, you know the drill. Pop your questions and comments into the chat for me as we go. And if you're coming to me on replay, let me know that too. If you have a question or a comment for me and you're on replay, let me know that. All right, what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about focusing on one social media platform and how focusing on one platform can literally skyrocket, explode your business growth. There's this myth out there that you have to be on all the social media platforms 7 days a week to have any sort of success or traction or algorithm favor or what have you. You guys, that is not true. A lot of entrepreneurs believe this. They're told this by various coaches, and it's not true. And I'm a prime example of that. When I was building this business alongside my full-time job, 2 busy kids, husband, dog, house, all the things, I couldn't focus on other platforms. The only reason why you see me on Instagram and LinkedIn now is because I had hired an assistant years ago to help me get onto those platforms. When it was just me as a solopreneur, Facebook, that's the place I went. That's the platform I knew and was most comfortable with. And honestly, back then, LinkedIn was more for people that were looking for a job or wanting to get hired for a job. Now it's completely changed. And so has Instagram. But at that time, I just was like, I'm going to go all in on Facebook. This is all I have time for. Because what we run the risk of spreading ourselves way too thin and having inconsistent content. So if you've been with me for any length of time, you know that I'm all about consistency and I'm about patience when it comes to especially our content. And I want you to pick one platform. I want you to go all in on it. Facebook is my jam, but if LinkedIn or Instagram are your jam, go for it. Go to that one platform, learn what it likes, learn what it favors, give it that content, get that algorithm favor and get it converting for you. Because when we start to spread ourselves too thin, we run the risk of losing our steam, our energy. I have clients and students that'll come out of the gate. They're so excited about creating online content. They're like, I'm going to be on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn 7 days a week without fail. And I'm going to go live. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a YouTube channel. And, 3 or 4 weeks in, they're exhausted. They're exhausted. They don't want to create another piece of content, and they quit. And they wait a couple of weeks to gather their energy back, and then they go back at it again. And another couple of weeks, they're exhausted and they quit. And that is not what the social media platforms want. Social media algorithms favor creators who post consistently, not only posting consistently, but also engaging consistently and deeply, not those who just spray and pray, post something here on Facebook, post something here on Instagram, post something here over here on LinkedIn. That's why I want you to pick one platform and go. And what I mean by go all in on it is not only the content creation part of it, but also the engagement part of it. The reason why I have high engagement in my free Facebook group is because I'm in there engaging, and I encourage other people to do the same. The reason why I have high follower count on my Facebook personal profile is because I'm engaging with the people that are engaging with my stuff. Even if it's just a like, a heart, a comment, reply back and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for liking my post. That also gives you an opportunity to potentially open up a conversation in the DMs. All right. So we do not want to try to be on all the platforms all at once. We want to pick one. We want to pick a cadence of content that allows us to stay consistent week in, week out, whether we have high energy or not, whether we've traveled for a week or not, and can't find our brain like me today. I think I left my brain in Chicago last week. And we want to be consistent with that content and consistent with our engagement. Remember that piece, that engagement. That is what's going to get you the algorithm favor. So one platform is enough to build a successful business. I am a prime example of that. Choosing one platform, showing up consistently, also will allow you to refine your messaging. Because the last thing we want to do is come out of the gate with content on all the platforms and come to find out our messaging is off, right? That's frustrating. And we've confused our audience that we've tried so hard to build. So by going in on one platform, it gives you an opportunity to really tweak, refine, and get that messaging dialed in where people are your ideal clients are attracted to what you're putting out there. And it also allows you, again, like we talk about, to build those true connections with your audience through engagement. It means mastering one social media platform means learning what works, being able to adjust quickly, and creating that content consistently that we know actually pulls our ideal clients off the online space onto our email list. The other thing is by picking one platform, showing up consistently, week in, week out, your audience, your ideal clients are going to start expecting you. They're going to know where to find you. You're going to start being seen as a thought leader, the go-to expert in your particular industry or category. You're going to start to be known for something, which is really important. It took a while for me to be known as a visibility and list growth strategist. It took a couple of years, actually, of me repeating it to the point where I thought I was going to lose my mind because I sound like a broken record, but it's the truth. Just when you start to sound like a broken record, you've heard me say this before, is just when your audience is starting to pay attention. And so if we can keep that consistency going on that one platform with the engagement and the things we need to do to make the algorithm happy, you're going to start seeing your ideal clients recognizing you as the thought leader, as the go-to expert. All right, real quick, I want to hop over into the group. Just want to see if we've got any. Oh, yes, there we go. I see the comments. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Ann. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tina. So great to see you guys here. I love it. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about the return on your investment when you focus your effort. Because time, money, energy, those are all limited resources, right? We have limited time, especially if you are building this business alongside a full-time job like I was in the beginning. My time was super limited. So I really had no choice but to pick one platform and go all in on it. because I didn't have anybody to help me and I didn't have time to do Instagram and LinkedIn back then. So it really was kind of a benefit now that I think about it in hindsight, even though it was frustrating. But your time and your energy are limited. So by focusing on this one platform, you're going to maximize that time and energy. It's going to be maximized for you. I like to give the visual of if you and I were standing on a soccer field and you had one soccer ball in front of you and I had 3 soccer balls in front of me. So you have one soccer ball in front of you. Your soccer ball says Facebook on it. I've got 3 in front of me. One says Instagram, one says LinkedIn, one says Facebook. And the goal is to get the soccer ball down the field to the goal line as quickly as possible. Which one of us is going to get there faster in less time with maximizing their energy? You are, because you're kicking that one soccer ball. And I'm over here trying to kick 3, keep them all in line, and get myself down the field. And by the time I get down the field, I'm exhausted. Hopefully that visual kind of brought it home for you. So time and energy, we save both and maximize the return on our investment of time and energy when we have that focused effort. And then that deep engagement that you're able to do because you have the time and because you have the energy on that one platform with your ideal clients, that is going to lead to more conversions than if you tried to go out to all the platforms, engage with all the people, and try to do all the things. You are going to be able to go deeper on one platform with fewer people and have more income and more sales conversions. I'm a prime example of that as well. So go all in on one social media platform. I like Facebook. Facebook is my jam. Facebook is a great marketing tool for most every client and student that I have coached. Sometimes LinkedIn is a better choice, especially if you are a career coach or a resume writer or something that has to do with helping corporate leaders. LinkedIn can be a better choice. You want to go all in on LinkedIn, get it converting for you, get those sales conversions coming in before you look to go to another platform. So you go all in, you're going to build stronger connections with your ideal clients. You're going to be able to engage on a deeper level, which nurtures those leads at a deeper level and better. And you're going to be able to drive more sales because that audience is going to start to be warm to you. When you've been in a space for a long time, people, like we talked about, people start to expect you. They love your content. They want to follow you. They're waiting for the next thing you're doing. They're warm to you, and you have a better chance of selling them your offer. And here's the thing. Here's the fun part about this. Once you've mastered the one platform, Facebook, then you can think about being on these other platforms. But here's the key. Use the content you've already created. If you go all in on Facebook, let's say, for example, you go all in on Facebook for the next 3 months. That's the platform you focus on. That's the content you deliver. And then you feel like you've got it down. You feel like you've got some more time and energy to spend. And so you decide maybe LinkedIn is a great second choice. In that 4th month, you could take the content you created in your first month on Facebook and put it over on LinkedIn. And you haven't had to reinvent the wheel on anything. And then if you want to add on Instagram or something like that later on, go back a couple months in your content, pull that content forward, zhuzh it up a little bit for each platform, and reuse it. Please do not make building an online business difficult. Business growth does not have to be a struggle. All right, my friends, I want to share with you, if you don't already know this, if you're on my email list or you're friends with me on Facebook, you've already seen the doors are opening to Business Visibility Made Easy. This is my 8-week group coaching program. In Business Visibility Made Easy, I teach you over 10 strategies for visibility and list growth and leads, where we get those things coming in on autopilot automatically every day in the background of your business. And Facebook is the platform that I teach. This program teaches you how to strategically use every single nook and cranny of Facebook to attract your ideal clients offline onto your list, getting into those DM conversations where you can nurture people, you can find out what they need, what can you give them, and you can convert them into buyers. And I give you clear strategies so that you do not have content overwhelm, you have clarity, you have focus. So some of my past clients, just want to share with you and brag on them for just a second. Some of my past clients who went all in on Facebook, they saw increased engagement. Some of them doubled their email list. They made more sales. So one of my clients gained 3 new clients, and one of my students gained 3 new clients in 1 week in the program. One of my students reported at the end of the 8 weeks, her list had grown 500%. 500% list growth in just 8 weeks with me. Another one shared that in the 8 weeks, she doubled her email list size. Another one shared she doubled the amount of Facebook group members she had. One of my students, we dialed in her cover photo to showcase her free Facebook group with the right marketing messaging. She had 30 people want to join her free Facebook group within 24 hours after dialing that in. And another one of my students had her programs sell out. Okay, you guys. So if you're interested in learning more about Business Visibility Made Easy, the waitlisters, if you're on the wait list, you should have gotten your email this morning with your special waitlist offer. But if you want to see me in action and you want to learn a couple of my strategies, let's do that. Come join my free live masterclass. The reason why I created this masterclass is because I know you have offers. You've created an awesome course. You've created an awesome membership, but you don't have anybody to buy it. And I've been there, and I'm going to tell you how to fix it. The fastest way to build an audience who cannot wait to buy your offers is to get laser focused on pulling them offline and onto your email list. And so I want to teach you 4 of the strategies. So I told you I have 10 strategies that I teach in the Business Visibility Made Easy program. In this live masterclass, it's free. I'm going to teach you 4. I don't do fluff. You're actually going to come away with actionable strategy and ideas for your business, even if you don't join my program. That's my promise to you. The masterclass is called How to Grow Your Email List and Attract Your Ideal Clients Without Paid Ads or Creating Yet Another Free Lead Magnet. And when you show up live, I'm going to give you 2 exclusive free bonuses that you won't find anywhere else. My Facebook Growth Toolkit and another bonus called New Clients in 30 Days. So I want you to go to tracybeavers.com/masterclass to grab your spot. And let me get this link really fast. If you have any questions about it, just DM me. You know I love to hear from y'all. All right, I'm going to pop that into the comments over in the Facebook group and LinkedIn and YouTube. Yours will be there very soon. If you're listening to me on the podcast and you'd like to join us, just go to tracybeavers.com/masterclass or check the show notes for all the links. All right, my friends, let me check and see if anybody had any questions. Carrie's here. Hey, Carrie. Tina said, so smart to reuse content. Yes, you guys, reuse your content. In Business Visibility Made Easy, let me just give another shameless plug for my program. One of the things I teach you to do, it's super popular. People, their minds are blown. We create one piece of content for the week, one piece. And from that, everything else you need for the week is born. Social media posts, blog if you want one, podcast if you want one, live training if you want that, email to your list. That's one of the things I show you how to do, because these are the strategies that I used building this alongside my full-time job. And that's what has made me successful today. So I would love for you to join us. And I love seeing all the great names popping up in my Facebook group. It makes my heart so happy when you're here with me live. So be here live with me again next Thursday at 11:30 Central. Put it on your Google Calendar, set a phone alarm. And you hear me say this every single week. And we were just talking about this morning in the Business Visibility Made Easy Alumni Mastermind. When you join the 8-week group coaching program, after you graduate as a student, you are then an alum and you get invited into a free month of the Alumni Mastermind. And just this morning, we were talking about how this entrepreneurial journey is a freaking roller coaster. It is hard. We question ourselves. We question our offers. We question our pricing. Some days, everybody wants to buy what you're selling, and other days, nobody can even remember your name or what you do. And if you think you're alone in that feeling, you are not. The Alumni Mastermind discussion was a prime example, because we have alums at every single business level, and they all felt the same at one point or another. So I want you to get into a great community of support. My free Facebook group is a great place to start. It's called Be a Confident Entrepreneur. Get visible, grow your email list and your income. Come on in and join us and get the support that you really need and want. I want you to have a great balance of the week and weekend. And remember, when one of us rises, we all rise. So that is why we have got to keep cheering each other on. And I will see you guys next week.